wabarakatuh. I am Ruldana from class D 2022. Well, today I will show to you all, or I will explain about my duty. And the title is A Conversation with My Father by Grace Paley. The first material is Biography of Grace Paley. Grace Paley born December 11th, 1920 and Grace Paley died when August 22 when 27 years when he is age 84, and the occupation are writer, poet, political activist, and teacher. Then the nationality of Grace Paley is American, and the spouse is James Paley, Robert Nichols. And Grace Paley have a children. There are two. The children are there is Nora Paley and Danny Paley. And the next is history of personal life of Grace Paley. Grace Paley was born in the Bronx, New York in 1922. Her first exposure to writing was while studying at Hunter College and Yale University. At the time, Paley wrote a lot of poetry before finally choosing to focus on making short stories. And the inspiration for Paley's writing is quite simple. He is hearing many of the daily conversation of people in New York who use a various dialect. Paley makes us much impact through his activism. As he is writing, the combination of the environment and increasing global concern led him to prominent role in the peace movement of the 1960s. He has also been an outspoken defender of Palestinian rights. And the next material, the other literary works of Grace Paley. The first, The Little Disturbances of Man, 1959, and the second, Kesetiaan, New York Forest House, and Gerex 28 Enumerta. And the next other literary works of Grace Paley, there is an emerged change at the last minute, 1974, and later the same day, it's 1985. And also wrote two books of poetry, the most famous of which are Long Walks and Intimate Talks. The next is synopsis of the story of Grace Paley. The first synopsis is women's relationship with their father and sons. Paley recounts a visit between a middle-aged woman and her elderly, bedridden father who has a hair condition. And the second synopsis, the father represses his daughter, a writer for not crafting a clear narrative. She encouraged him to imitate 19th century writers and sensation Guy de Maupassant who wrote realistic tragedies. And the next synopsis of the story, a work of metafiction, stories about story and story writing, and stories that reflect the complexity of life truth, the complexity of fiction. It was also prized for its articulation of feminist themes. And the next is the similarities, the personal life of Grace Paley with his literary works and the difference. Persamaan kehidupan pribadi dari Grace Paley dengan karya sastranya dan perbedaannya. The first is the similarities. Pertama yaitu persamaan dari kehidupan pribadi Grace Paley antara cerita yang dibuatnya itu. Is this depiction of the relationship between a young writer and his father, and conflict between the younger and older generation, which may also reflect the different view between Paley and his father. Yaitu persamaannya yaitu penggambaran hubungan antara seorang penulis muda dan ayahnya, dan juga konflik antara generasi yang lebih muda dan lebih tua, yang juga dapat mencerminkan perbedaan pandangannya antara Paley dan ayahnya. And the next, just now I explained about the similarities. Well, now the difference atau perbedaannya. Work of fiction, while Grace Paley's personal life is real. The real difference between Grace Paley's personal life and her literary work is that the stories are imaginative and creative interpretation of real life experience and conflict. Perbedaannya itu pada cerita tersebut mengaitkan sebuah karya fiksi, sedangkan kehidupan pribadi Grace Paley adalah nyata. Dan juga perbedaan nyata antara kehidupan pribadi Grace Paley dan karya sastranya itu adalah bahwasanya cerita tersebut merupakan interpretasi imajinatif dan kreatif dari pengalaman dan konflik yang ada dalam kehidupan nyata. And the next material is analysis characters of a conversation with my father. The first character is a conversation between the doctor protagonist and her antagonist father. The father is described in the opinion of the story as an 86-year-old man confined to his bed. Despite his health problem, he is mentally. It means karakter pertama yaitu percakapan antara protagonis putri, yang dimana si putri ini memiliki karakter sebagai protagonis dan ayahnya memiliki karakter sebagai antagonis, yang dimana di sini sang ayah digambarkan dalam pembukaan cerita sebagai seorang lelaki berusia 86 tahun yang terkurung di tempat tidurnya, terlepas dari masalah kesehatannya dan juga masalah secara mentalnya. Di mana di sini maksud dari terkurung di tempat tidurnya, sang ayah tersebut memiliki masalah kesehatan yang dimana dia bisa dikatakan dalam keadaan sakit. And the next character of this story, or the narrator, is a writer who visits his elderly bedridden father, try to keep things simple and direct of kind his father admire. While narrator wishes to please his father, he is unable to comply with his request and context a straightforward tragic in story. I'm using Indonesian language. The karakter kedua yaitu si narator. Narator ini ialah seorang penulis yang mengunjungi ayahnya yang sudah lanjut usia, terbaring di tempat tidur dan mencoba untuk menjaga hal-hal sederhana dan langsung dari jenis yang dikagumi ayahnya. Maksudnya di sini si narator ini menjaga agar hal-hal yang dilakukannya ini adalah hal-hal yang disukai ayahnya atau yang dikagumi ayahnya sendiri. Namun ada permintaan dari sang ayah yang dimana narator ini atau karakter kedua ini tidak dapat memenuhi permintaan dari sang ayah, yang dimana permintaan sang ayah yaitu mengarang cerita tragis yang lurus ke depan. Like that. And the next material is analysis story. Stories operate on two levels. Primarily, this is story about male textility and about the outer life to some extent, as Billy has speaking about discussing the book and order with his father. Isa Gosaitruk never about his own work. Cerita ini atau cerita tersebut beroperasi pada dua level, terutama pada cerita ini, cerita tentang metatekstualitas dan tentang membahas tentang kehidupan penulis sampai batas tertentu. Ketika Paley telah berbicara tentang mendiskusikan buku dan berbicara dengan ayahnya, Isaac Goodside, meskipun tidak pernah tentang pekerjaannya sendiri. And the second analysis story are the narrator's argument with his father Rick Flake. The author took on the true nature of writing and storytelling. The mission of famous writers such as Jacob Maupassant and Turgenev shows how art is also an act of borrowing from existing traditions. The works are never absolute and always have an element of inspiration from other creation, and somewhat in line with Eliot's central tradition and talent of the individual argument. And the Indonesian language again. Argumen narator dengan ayahnya mencerminkan pemikiran penulis tentang hakikat menulis dan mendongeng. Penyebutan penulis terkenal seperti Jacob Maupassant and Turgenev menunjukkan bagaimana seni juga merupakan tindakan meminjam dari tradisi yang ada, bahwa karya tidak pernah mutlak dan selalu memiliki unsur inspirasi dari kreasi lain. Like that. And also the next material, message of the story, atau pesan yang ada pada cerita yang dibuat oleh Grace Paley ini. By illustration the importance of empathy and understanding between family members, despite the differences in their view, then young writer still tries to understand and appreciate his father's perspective. This illustrates the importance of listening to and trying to understand others, even when we don't completely agree with them. Pesan pada cerita tersebut dengan menggambarkan pentingnya empati dan pengertian antar anggota keluarga. Maksudnya kita sesama keluarga, baik itu dari ayah, anak, kita harus selalu mengimplementasikan bagaimana kita memberikan rasa empati kepada sesama, apalagi pada keluarga sendiri. Terlepas dari perbedaan pandangan mereka, penulis muda itu tetap berusaha memahami dan menghargai sudut pandang ayahnya. Di sini walaupun even that your father doesn't give you a super, you must always give empathy to your father. Dan juga ini menggambarkan pentingnya mendengarkan dan mencoba memahami orang lain, bahkan ketika kita tidak sepenuhnya setuju dengan mereka. Misalnya walaupun kita memiliki perbedaan ataupun keyakinan yang berbeda, kita harus tetap menjaga rasa empati pada sesama, apalagi pada keluarga kita sendiri seperti ayah kita. Pada cerita tersebut yang menceritakan tentang percakapan seorang ayah dengan anak, Di sini dia berpesan bahwa rasa empati dan simpati tidak boleh hilang meskipun ada perbedaan di antara dua orang tersebut. I think enough from me. If I have a mistake, I'm so sorry because I'm just human, not far from mistake. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.